064.
Still no clapper.
We
Have
lost
you
the
just
crate.
lost it?
Didn't you break the clapper?
I did not break the clapper.
We gave it to you and then it was broken next time we had it.
Well, no. I handed it back to you. Welcome to Lifestyle Profiles. I'm Wendy McGowan Ellis, and today our guest is Andy Milovich, the brand new president of the Frisco RoughRiders. Andy, welcome to the show here.
Thank you, Wendy.
Yes. So tell us your background. How did you get to Frisco? Because you are not local.
No, I grew up in South Bend, Indiana, and grew up at a baseball field. My dad started coaching when he was 18, 4 years before I was born as his oldest. So I've been dragged to a field from day one.
Wow.
And I live for baseball. The two things I probably have enjoyed most in life were baseball and a good time. Those don't always go together in terms of a playing career. So I was fortunate to play through high school and through college, and after that kind of realized that if I wanted to stay in the game, I needed to put on a suit and tie and get a job in it. So I've been in baseball. My first internship was in 1990 with the team in South Bend where I grew up, and did another internship as a part of my graduate school program, and I've been working in minor league baseball since 1994.
Wow. So what was the team that you came from before the RoughRiders?
So
Where were you?
I spent 18 years with a group called Palisades Baseball. We opened 3 ballparks in Erie, Pennsylvania, Niles, Ohio, and Charleston, West Virginia. And then in 2012, December, I joined the Greenberg Sports Group, and I took over the day-to-day operations of the franchise in Myrtle Beach, and I spent 6 seasons there before moving here midway through last summer.
Okay, so how are you liking Frisco?
Frisco's amazing. What a town. When my wife and I looked at it, frankly, we're both sports enthusiasts, obviously. My wife played college basketball and is a personal trainer and a tennis nut. So we looked at the community, the quality of the schools, the culture, the diversity, the sports for kids, obviously the focus on sports, not only from a playing standpoint, but from a safety standpoint, what's going on in the medicine world here. And we just felt like this was, we'd be making a glaring mistake if we didn't move our kids over here and raise them in the Frisco community. So it's been great.
Excellent. Well, so tell us what we can expect that's new for the season this year, because I'm sure you've done some revamping.
Yeah, we've done a lot of revamping since last July, and I guess we announced it internally in May and officially moved here in July. So we've taken a look at everything with our ticket packages that had largely remained the same since the team's inception in 2003 and 4. Kind of made a bunch of tweaks and changes to try to deliver a better fan experience, a little bit more streamlined fan experience, and something that operationally we could execute a little bit easier. But I think in terms of most of the fans that come through the ballpark, they're going to see what they've always seen in terms of a family-focused, fun, great game day experience. And then on top of that, we've added fireworks shows in addition to every Friday night. They're every Saturday night. We've launched a new kids initiative on Sundays, and really with the help of a lot of people on our staff, we've kind of revamped a whole kids strategy to something that's really focused and built around our Sunday games, a reinvented kids club, and some partnerships we're going to do with the schools. So we feel really good about what we're going to be able to do from an attendance standpoint, which not only helps us connect with the community, but then activate beyond that with all the great things that we do in and around the community outside of just providing great family entertainment.
So speaking of the community, the RoughRiders Foundation is a part of our Give for Frisco area on our site. So tell us a little bit about the RoughRiders Foundation and what all you're doing there.
Well, I think sports is really uniquely positioned. I grew up in South Bend, Indiana, not too far from Notre Dame. I was born in Bloomington, so I'm an IU guy, not a Notre Dame fan, but I think I've always had a real appreciation for how sports transcends socioeconomic boundaries and brings people together. And this is such a diverse community that's growing so fast from people from all over that I think really what's great about the opportunity we have is how we can leverage sports to connect with people emotionally and then bring the community together and help build a stronger community as a whole. So, the work we've done with the foundation over the last 15 years, and what we're doing now to build on all the work that Brianna and everybody on our staff has done is just looking for more and more ways to engage and to give back. So we do $10,000 scholarships a year. We tie into the Frisco schools with internship programs with high school kids to introduce them to this as a career. Last year we raised money to help buy a new bus for the Boys and Girls Club. And we did that through all the different things that we're doing in the ballpark on a nightly basis, and then outside activities, whether it's the golf outing that we have to raise money and different donations that we're generating and doing throughout this summer in the ballpark. So the foundation's a big part of what we do.
So how can our audience get involved with the Rough Riders Foundation?
Well, there's a lot of different ways. At the ballpark, you can participate in the 50-50 raffle, and that benefits the different charitable efforts that we're doing season-long wise.
What's the 50, but what is it?
So 50-50 is a chance to buy a ticket or a block of tickets, with 50% of the proceeds going to the nightly winner, and 50% going to our foundation. We do some different things also from an ongoing basis throughout the year, whether it's fundraising efforts for military appreciation, a new program that we're launching called Half Off for Hunger, where every Tuesday you can bring canned food items to benefit local food banks and receive a half-price ticket as a result of your donations. So we've got a bunch of different ways, and you can visit our website or call our offices. And you can participate just by stopping in and enjoying a game, and finding some of the ways that we do that internally, or you can participate in a much grander scale with the different volunteer opportunities and things that we have going on throughout the year.
Okay, so how can everyone get tickets? Because everyone needs, if you haven't been to the ballpark, you've got to go. I think it's the most perfectly sized and laid out sports venue that we have in this city. I mean, it's not too big, it's not too small, it's just that sweet spot of just right.
Yeah, the facility's the best in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 160 communities that have minor league baseball, and we have the most unique design of all of them. It really has kind of that downtown Disney feel to it, with that Disney Main Street feel.
Yes.
The lazy river's the largest aquatic feature in a stadium or arena in the world that's not endemic to swimming.
What made y'all decide to do that? Do you know? Because I know it was someone before you that made that decision, but where did that idea come from? Baseball and water park together.
Well, there was a pool, and the pool needed to be updated and kind of redone, and so they started kind of kicking around the ideas, and they kept designing it bigger and bigger and bigger. And then Chuck mentioned, when he started looking at the design of it, what if we had a current and people could kind of float and enjoy it, and eventually turn into this lazy river concept. I'd like to think I had something to do subliminally with that, though, because Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, there's lazy rivers in every hotel up and down the Grand Strand. And so I had been fascinated with the idea of putting a lazy river in our ballpark in Myrtle Beach years ago when I first got there. And of course, they did it here and beat me to the punch. So.
Wow.
I think he stole my idea, but officially Chuck Greenberg gets the credit for it.
Okay.
And I think that really is, this ballpark is an incredible place, but when our ownership came in at the end of 2014, they invested in the facility $8 million. So the largest scoreboard in minor league baseball, more LED than any ballpark in the country, the lazy river and the new team store, the Bull Moose Saloon, the overhaul of the marks and logos. It really is about how committed our ownership is and the people going to work there day to day on delivering just a great fan experience. I have two girls, 8 and 9 years old, and they love going to the ballpark. And to me, their eyes light up every time they go, every time they get to do something and be a part of some event or some promotion or something that we're doing. And I think that's really what drives us every day, is how do you connect kids to this game, and how do you connect kids to their parents and to their coworkers and to their neighbors and friends by using baseball as a conduit to bring people together.
Okay. So bringing this back around, because I don't think we heard, how do I get tickets?
The easiest way to get tickets is ridersbaseball.com.
Okay.
Obviously, you can stop by or call our box office, but you can buy them anytime on your computer, on your phone. You can bring them in, scan your phone right there. So that's the quickest, easiest way to get tickets always, is ridersbaseball.com.
Delivering a fantastic fan experience, the Frisco RoughRiders and Andy Milovich. Andy, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Wendy.